rating your perfume sample orders. If you remember, I started this series a few months ago and then for some reason stopped doing it, but I'm going to start doing this series weekly. And what I do, I take a random perfume sample order from my website, visionaryfragrances.com, and I'll review and rate the fragrances as we go along. So this is an order from Sebastian of 5 fragrance samples. Sebastian, thank you for your order if you're watching. Now, starting off, he has ordered Scandal Absolute. This is the latest version of the Scandal lineup. To be honest, I think the best version of Scandal is the original EDT, because what the original EDT does, it balances very sweet vanilla notes, tonka bean, and also some fresh aromatic notes like sage and vetiver. There's a contrast of notes in there which I think work really well. Now with this one, with Absolute, it becomes a little bit more well-rounded, a bit more smooth and sweeter. To me, this reminds me of smelling caramel. It has a caramel-like note in here, at least that's what I pick up. But there's not a huge difference, I don't think, between this and the Le Parfum version. There are some subtle differences. This one might be a little bit more woody, but there are not huge differences between those two that I pick up. But this one smells really gourmand, it's sweet and it's really nice, but it is quite a loud fragrance, really good performance, and it works really well for a night out. Up next, a freshie, a completely different fragrance. He's gone for a nice variety here. Perhaps he's getting ready for summer with this one. This is Light Blue Intense by Dolce & Gabbana. Still one of the best summer fragrances for men in the designer market, I think. This one's been around for a long time, and if you've watched other people's fragrance videos, like you've watched some top 10 summer fragrance videos from the last sort of 5+ years, this one would be featured heavily in a lot of those videos. It's been a popular fragrance for a while, but I think it smells really good still. It's a great mix of citruses, grapefruit, and then you have this really clean white musk in the base. Now, what musk smells like, it can smell different depending on what musk that you're using. In here, it smells really clean, so it almost smells like clean skin or like fresh laundry sheets. That's the best way to describe it. Good performance for a fresh fragrance, and you can buy this 200ml bottle for a fairly good price. Now, I don't sell many clone fragrances on my website, but I have got a few, and one of the most popular ones, for a good reason, is Liquid Brun. This is fragrance 3 out of 5. Liquid Brun is a really good clone fragrance, and to be honest, I understand why this is popular, and I understand why people are buying it. One of the best Parfums de Marly fragrances, I think, is Hauteur. This is a brilliant fragrance from Parfums de Marly, and I really enjoy this. It's basically a mix of vanilla and ambroxan with an orange blossom note in the opening. Ambroxan is a really effervescent, kind of warming, ambery note, and it comes in like a powdered form, and it's very diffusive, and fragrances with ambroxan in typically last a long time, and here it's mixed with vanilla, which make it really airy, and it's very spicy as well. You have like a cinnamon spice in the opening. Now, Liquid Brun is a clone of this, and to be honest, there is not much difference. I have compared these a few times now, side by side. They are 95% the same. After a couple of hours on a test strip, it's very difficult, maybe even impossible, to work out which one is Liquid Brun and which one is Hauteur. This one is about £40 for 100ml, and it's a no-brainer. Now, the last two fragrances in this fragrance sample order are number 4, Herba Pura by Xerjoff. This one is one of the most popular Xerjoff fragrances. Now, I understand why it's popular, because it's fresh, versatile, quite easy to wear, and strong. Those things, if you can make a fragrance that is fresh, versatile, and strong, then that kind of fragrance DNA just sells really well, because people like fresh, versatile fragrances, and they also love fragrances that last a long time, and this one really lasts a long time. Great performance with Herba Pura. Now, Herba Pura is basically a synthetic smelling fragrance. It doesn't smell very natural. Not that maybe that doesn't matter to you. I mean, some fragrances smell natural. The next one we're going to look at smells really natural, but this one doesn't have a natural smell to it. It smells quite synthetic. It smells, you can just tell that it doesn't smell like a natural smelling fragrance. This is citruses and musks and amber. So this has a very bright opening. It stays really fresh, and then as it dries down, you get the musk note, the clean musk, similar to the musk note that is in here. Smells like clean laundry, smells really fresh, smells like clean skin, just smells really hygienic. That is in here, mixed with amber and mixed with those citrus notes. Really long-lasting fragrance and really good for a night out. I think this is one of the best kind of going out or clubbing fragrances, you might want to call it. Now, that was Herba Pura, and another really popular Xerjoff fragrance, the last one on this sample list, is Naxos. This is probably Xerjoff's most popular fragrance. Do you agree? I think this probably is, right? It is a beautiful tobacco fragrance, tobacco done in a different way to other tobacco scents. I featured this in my tobacco fragrance list a few days ago. This one, why it's such a good tobacco fragrance is because most tobacco fragrances go deep, rich and heavy. This one is really almost like a springtime fragrance. It smells like a spring or summer's day in the opening. It has these beautiful and natural smelling citruses, not like in Herbapura. And then it has lavender, honey, and tobacco. So it goes on this kind of journey of these fresh and aromatic notes. Then it goes a bit sweeter with honey, and then you get the tobacco coming in at the end. But the tobacco note is never heavy or never difficult to wear. It just contrasts and also balances the fresher lavender and citrus notes in the opening. This is Naxos. I think this is a must-have in a niche perfume collection. If you're looking to get into niche fragrances, Naxos is one that you need to try. Obviously, don't blind buy it. Use a website like mine, Visionary Fragrances, to try a sample. Well, this is Sebastian's fragrance sample order. I would do at least one of these per week. Let me know, what do you think of this order?